I saw something. Okay, yeah, we just started our recording. So a lot, we were talking about introduction for myself, but tonight we're going to talk about unlocking radiant aging with NAD inside out. So I have been using these slides and this topic for our Market Australia Product Symposium, and I thought it would be a good chance to share it with our Southeast Asian friends tonight, right? So the science, let's talk about the science of cellular beauty and longevity. Nowadays, we're always talking about extending our lifespan, right? And the thing is that we can also extend our skin health span, right? We want to age gracefully, we want to look younger, and of course, we want to do that inside and out, not just only on the inside. Because sometimes, right, what we look like on the outside can also kind of portray to other people like how healthy your body is from the inside as well. As you guys may know, we have traditional Chinese meditation, like kind of like I would say thoughts and math, right? That actually talks about like if you have certain issues like gut issues, you will have acne and different things that show up or breakouts that happens around the chin area, right? So if we have different issues, it'll be like on different parts of your face. So of course, our skin is very important, being our largest organ of our body as well. So let's see how we can proactively learn how to regenerate and care for our skin. So aging is not what you think. It's not just about wrinkles, not just about glow, and also everything does start at the cellular level. So you cannot moisturize your way out of cellular decline. So we talk about internal and versus external, which we call intrinsic and versus extrinsic factors. So a lot of times we always look at like one thing, like I mentioned in the first slide, right? So we also need to have a holistic way, not just holistically for health when we look at health, but also in skin, like you can talk about cellular energy from the inside where you repair your cells, right? So that you have longevity of your skin health. Extrinsically, we talk about skin renewal, topical application, exfoliation, and therefore giving you the kind of radiance that you would be looking for. So a lot of times, right, we have these root causes. So why do we age a lot faster than we should? Because of decline in cellular energy. So if you are tired inside, right, your body is going to feel tired also on the outside from the looks of it. So sometimes why people are looking for that glow is because they're trying to see, hey, if natural glow means good health, right? So there's different levels of it. So let's talk about level one, which is usually the root cause of it, which is the cellular functions. If your body is like breaking down, you will not have good energy production. Repairing is going to be a problem internally. And of course, the structural integrity will not be strong. And there will be a lot of replications that will be causing different cells to multiply in a not so good way if you don't have a strong foundation. So level two is when we talk about the systems inside our body, right? For example, hormonal issues, metabolic efficiency, and inflammation that goes through our body. So for example, like why some people, if you eat nuts, you may have like allergies and things like that. Not everyone, right? But some people have such allergies. Some people get more inflamed just because we take dairy products and things like that. Yeah. So these are things, and sugar, right, also ages us very, very fast. Level three is talking about visible symptoms, like, for example, the very obvious ones on the external outlook will be fatigue. So everybody will know that if you look tired all the time, stressed out, then it's going to be affecting things from the inside out as well. When your metabolism is slow, when you have dull skin, and also we talked about hormonal imbalance just now already. So NAD plus, what is that? It's actually a master molecule. Okay, NAD stands for nicotinamide and adenine dinucleotide. Okay, it's a quite a mouthful, so we just call it NAD plus, right? For easy verbalization. So NAD plus is definitely essential, right? So it is found in every of our cells, which helps with redox homeostasis, which is actually a hormonal balance, okay, where it's helping us to balance between producing all these and eliminating the bad guys, okay, reactive oxygen and reactive nitrogen together to ensure all the proper cell function. So this is helping us to drive our energy production and also leading to our mitochondrial ATP production. So this also leads to our circadian genes, things that like telomeres, which like if we have longer telomeres, okay, then we will have slower aging. You'll find that your health is better, and you'll find that your energy is also better, and things like that. So sometimes we need to recreate these pathways, but we cannot do it without help. Or it's like, living in today's society, we sleep so late, we eat so late, we literally like, we are aging faster than we should, but yet we want longevity on the other hand. So these are things that are not easy to balance, I would say. Okay. So I think one of my earphone is gone. I'm actually out, so I'm using one of my AirPods. I only have my left side. If there's any problem, Moon, you can call me on WhatsApp if there's any breakdown or anything, okay? Anyways, to continue, so we need to reactivate our DNA repair pathways to make them strong so that we can look younger from inside and out. So this enables the regeneration and regulation of longevity associated enzymes, such as the sirtuin genes that I talked about just now, okay? So we are preventing the telomeres from shortening. These are going to affect like memory, reaction, body like health, energy, like we talked about, hormones balance as well. So this is a cofactor that enables cellular process to occur efficiently. Okay, without sufficient NAD plus availability of regeneration, these systems will be compromised, which means the aging happens faster, and also NAD plus is a central regulator of our cellular vitality. Okay, so a lot of times like we progressively decline with age, but you see every day we are kind of like fighting against time, right? So day by day, time is going by. However, we want to reverse that, right? So a lot of the people are now talking about reverse aging, anti-aging, and in even China recently that I went to, have a look. In Chinese, they don't say 抗老, means anti-aging. They say 抗衰, it's like to prevent, I would say, prevent decline of like age, but in a nicer way of saying it. Yeah. So I think that's a new trend that's going around. So declining is that has been affected by our modern lifestyle factors. Is just now like I mentioned, chronic stress, sleep, and metabolic strain, maybe from eating, from not having good diet. So these are three factors that very eminent in our society these days, and especially as Asians, right? Sometimes we tend to push ourselves pretty hard. I would say, even non-Asians too. I would say the whole world just now is also going through certain strain in the economy. So I think sometimes we want to have a better life, right? So we do have a lot of people have these common issues, right? So when we have increased cellular demand, you push yourself very hard, and then you have reducing capacity, your body unable to, have that repair, right? So then you have went past your threshold, or you hit your threshold, I would rather say, then your cells have to prioritize the survival over optimization. So now it's about, can you survive, not about can you look good anymore, right? So that shows up. So this means that you have slower repair, reduced response, and also visible signs of aging that's accelerating every day. Can you imagine that? Okay. So how do we look at cellular renewal? That's actually a two-phase process. Phase one, we remove old cells. So you need to make sure topically or externally, you want to renew your cells through removing the old. So the out with the old, in with the new, right? So removal of dysfunctional or accumulated cellular debris. So anything that's blocking the renewal of cells, then it cannot come up to surface. That's why we need to have exfoliation, which helps with desquamation, meaning that the change of skin cells, right? Okay. So for example, using mandelic acid is one of the acids in the market that helps to improve our epidermal turnover. So this also helps to clear your dead skin cells and enhance permeability. It means absorption. And in our company, we're so big on absorption, right? So phase two, we repair and energize. So how do we do that? We do that internally, which is about restoration of cellular function. This requires good energy supply, activation of our repair pathways, and optimization, bringing your energy and renewal to the next level, right? Intracellularly with all the processes. So this works synergistically, right? You need to have external and internal. Like I said, holistic, right? Sometimes we I find that being like living in today's world, we are like sometimes we have not enough time, right? Because we have stress, we have so many other things that we mentioned, and sometimes we are like so focused internally, we forget the external. Then some days it's like I'm so focused externally, I kind of neglect my internal. So we need a good balance, and externally we can definitely look towards better skin clarity, better enhanced texture, and smaller pores, smoother skin, glowing, and things like that. So more efficient turnover, therefore giving you that kind of texture. So internally, we can support by seeing that we can see cellular resilience, okay, and then repair capacity. So increase function of your systems internally, sustain regeneration as well. So if you only do on the outside, it's like temporary glow. And if you do inside and out, just like I mentioned, it's more about sustainable beauty and true transformation inside and out. So it's not about just adding the layers, but it is multiplying efficiently intracellularly. So superficial like improvement is better than is versus together with systemic optimization. Okay. So transition. So we all need solutions, right? So let's take a look at what solutions we have from our company. So for example, the cellular energy insight, okay, NAD plus. We have our Prime NAD plus in Singapore. We have our NAD jelly, choice NAD jelly in Malaysia. Okay, I love both of them. So some days I use the jelly as my dessert. And of course, you don't want to take it too late at night because it does produce more energy in that sense. Okay, and then we also outside, we can use the skin renewal products like Lumiere DV Mandelic Acid Serum and Lumiere DV NAD Cream, which both are also available in Malaysia. Okay, I think a lot of our Singaporean partners love the jelly. In fact, a lot of my clients, they ask for that. So I think this week I will be carrying much heavy luggage back to Singapore. Anyways, Prime NAD Plus. So let's take a look at this version of NAD. So it has this core mechanism which provides 250 milligrams of nicotinamide riboside (NR), and it also supports the NAD plus biosynthesis. So our NAD plus, right, it actually has this antioxidant known as pterostilbene. So a lot of times, if you see in the market, antioxidant like resveratrol is usually added to this NAD plus and products or supplements in the market, right? So what's the difference between pterostilbene and resveratrol? Both are high in grade of antioxidants, but pterostilbene will actually move two pathways to your DNA to enhance your cellular longevity rather than just one pathway only. Okay. So with that, we also have NR inside, which we call it nicotinamide riboside. This is a form of vitamin B3. Okay, it's a synthetic vitamin B3, and this serves as a direct precursor to salvage the pathway, which is converted intracellularly into our NAD plus in our body. So it means your body can now naturally produce more NAD. Okay, and better for cellular function. Collectively, we are actually trying to support our cellular resistance, metabolic efficiency, and healthy aging. Okay, so just now we talked about pterostilbene a little bit. So structurally related to resveratrol, also found in sources such as blueberry. So it's a naturally occurring polyphonic compound. A lot of polyphenols come from berries, as you may already know. And also this is characterized as the greater lipophilicity and bioavailability. Again, we are always very big on absorption, okay? And we want to know the bioavailability and delivery to our body so that we know we're taking something efficient, not wasting time, not wasting money, okay, and getting the results that we want. So functionally, it has exhibited high antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, metabolic properties, right? So this will help to support your brain cells, support brain function, also working for anti-aging. So sorry. So basically, it's higher bioavailability. How much? Approximately 4 times that of resveratrol. So now you know we have a very effective NAD plus in our company. So we also support mitochondrial ATP and energy production. We talked about some of the DNA repair. We also talked about, and there's a 2 gene which is SIRT1. Okay, And then, of course, metabolic and cognitive, we also talked about already. So this declines significantly with age by almost 50% by midlife. That's a lot, right? And then also regeneration, addressing root cause of our cellular aging. So the formulation that we have, right, is a big advantage because it is a clinically studied NR and versus plus our terastuvin synergy. This gives us the better bioavailability, which has sustained NAD plus replenishment. So what you may expect to feel is increased energy levels, mental clarity, improved recovery, all these like, okay, all these visible results we also talked about. So smaller pores, like glowing skin, great complexion overall, no patches, right? Hydrated and things like that. Okay, before we go on to the mandelic acid, right? Okay, in Singapore, I mean Malaysia, sorry, we have the NAD jelly under choice. So it's a mango flavored jelly, and it's really amazing because it has ingredients such as like, let me just D-ribose, okay, palm tocotrienol, and FT Gaia. So FT Gaia is like a form of squalene, right? Squalene used to be made from sharks, and that is very clear. So today we are using palm. So it's made from palm, and you realize that absorption is great. It's also super awesome for skin, right? So you'll find that some great testimonials of people using NAD Plus is brighter skin, reducing freckles and aging spots, even like smoother. I think the results that I talked about just now, but there are also people who have reduced white hair. Okay, whether it's a Singapore or Malaysian version, they are both equally good. I think if you have a blood sugar problem, you may want to take the Singapore and American version. And all of us have access to both, right? And if you have no issue with sugar and you are super healthy, then you just want to look even younger, then I think the NAD plus jelly under choice is also great from Malaysia. It's I would say a lot of us enjoy eating and we get a little bit addicted to healthy snacks like that, right? Yeah. So I think it depends on personal preference, right? Both are great. Okay, so talk to the person that invited you here today or the person that shared this with you, then they will be able to get you either or version that you may prefer. All right, and so we talk about the hair. So not only reduce growth of white hair, we also have seen people who don't have to dye their hair so quickly, even though they used to have like white hair, right? Like for example, most people will need to dye like every month if they're very aware of it. But now we are seeing like people being able to drag to like 3 months because the new hair that's growing out is not as white as before. Okay. So these are just some personal testimonials that we have from business partners and friends who have tried our products. So just now we talk a lot about internally first. Now we're going to talk about externally. So the Lumia DV Mandelic Acid Serum, right? It is actually a 6% mandelic acid with 2% of lactic acid with alpha hydroxy acid inside. Okay? Even though it's like acid, but it doesn't mean that it's going to burn your skin. It just means that it helps with better exfoliation and skin renewal. So this is just gentle chemical exfoliation via like cell desquamation, which is like renewal of your dead skin cells. So this is also like a large molecular structure which has slower penetration for lower irritation. So see, it doesn't burn your skin because we use gentle formulation that are controlled. Okay. So this is not aggressive peeling. We will not see skin peeling and things like that. This is very healthy for daily use. Okay. So we use this trademark ingredient, which is known as betaine BP20. This is a highly purified form of betaine. So it's from sugar beets. Okay, which is healthy. So mandelic acid actually has 17 it is derived from 17 fruits and vegetables, in fact. Okay. So it helps to hydrate, soothe, protect the skin, exfoliate, and give you smaller pores. And we love this for targeting pigmentation. Okay. So I believe Moon, our host here today, and the organizer for tonight's call, she has totally experienced, and we also have Christine Real as well. Later, I'll share a little bit of their testimonial as well. So I think I met Moon on Sunday and she actually shared that from using the mandelic acid, she has her spots are actually breaking up, like means dividing. So it's becoming like smaller in a sense, but in each area, but it's like dividing up so that it's like dispersing. Okay. So it also functions as a humectant, meaning it attracts and retains moisture, okay, which supports the barrier integrity. So a lot of times we use certain products in the market and we realize that, hey, how come like our skin is like thinning out very fast? Or when you want to change brand of skincare, then you realize that you have like skin sensitivity to a lot of any other brands that you try to change to. So some products in the market may create glow very fast and like too fast sometimes may not be so good as well. So you need to like also really check out the ingredients. However, here we use a controlled kind of like formulation and making sure that we keep it as natural as possible and making sure that you don't have that issue because once your skin is very thin, it's very hard to build the barrier back. So we have mandelic acid that is controlled and so that we still can sustain and protect our barrier integrity. Okay. So this helps us to maintain cellular hydration. Dehydration-induced irritation is protected and as well. And then, of course, we have support skin barrier functions and reduction of irritation, which we mentioned just now. Okay. So we also use another key ingredient. Of course, there's many ingredients I mentioned, the 17 fruits and vegetables, but the Ronacare allantoin is also one of those that helps to promote cell proliferation. So it's about tissue regeneration. So we are exfoliating the outside, but allowing the inside to also regenerate new cells and to have repair as well. So this promotes skin healing and regeneration, soothes irritation and redness, softens keratin on the outer layer, and also enhance skin smoothness and comfort. So this gives us a balance of hydration and cellular balance, and then of course supporting our calming pathways by repairing as well. So these are just some of the visible outcomes that I mentioned just now. Pigmentation seems to be the biggest star of fixing this problem with this. Yeah. So with NAD cream, another topical product that we're going to talk about is it has this ingredient, myristal nicotinate. It is also another form of vitamin D3. So in these 3 years, actually, a lot of products have been coming up with B vitamins, especially topically and internally, not only with NAD, but with our Lumin Super Soother. It's also a niacinamide as well. Okay, so that one is a story for different days. But anyways, because of this lipid soluble structure, right, we can penetrate our stratum corner, which is different, deeper layers of our skin and effectively compared to water soluble forms. So a lot of our products here are not like oil based. In fact, water soluble because like especially in Southeast Asian countries, right, it is very humid. So having such products which are water based is very much more permeable. And you realize the molecules have this liposome delivery, which is a lot more allowing it to go deeper. Okay, so once we have this in our skin, it gradually metabolizes into nicotinate acid, which then stimulates this thing called the microcirculation and cellular activity. It does not mean that because it's called an NAD cream means I put NAD inside. It's a form of vitamin B3 that helps to generate cellular energy in your cells, in your skin, going deep and then able to have that microcirculation. Okay, so I know that it's a very exciting name, so we need to know the ingredients so we understand the process so that it's easier to share with people. So this enhances cutaneous microcirculation, oxygen and nutrient delivery to skin cells, cellular metabolic activity, and of course, improve skin tone and vitality. The reason why I actually stress that about the word NAD is because I have met some naturopaths or experts with ingredients and things like that. And it is true that in the market, you have probably not seen a cream named after the word NAD, but scientifically, we are correct. It's just that you need to know that myristal nicotinate is not equivalent to NAD+. It's generation of the NAD plus in your skin cells. So the key ingredients that we have other tan myristoyl nicotinate is also resveratrol, another high antioxidant to fight the bad guys for anti-aging. Ginkgo biloba extract, okay, which also helps with improvement of circulation and nutrient flow. Our oil blend is from squalene, which is plant-based again, and shea butter and lipids, which helps restore our hydration and structure. So what are the more visible outcomes? More radiant, healthy glow. I think the most that so when I first got this cream, right, I just passed some around my friends in one circle, and they just telling them to try it, give me a feedback. And the thing is that most of them have makeup on because these are like ladies who are like really makeup when they come out and very beautiful. So they're not gonna like take their makeup down just to try something, right? So they try on the back of their hand. And what they told me was number one, they felt that it absorbed very quickly. Number two, there was a tightening effect quite immediately, elasticity wise. And they felt that it was very smooth and easy to apply and also hydrating at the same time. So you can see that glow coming out, not on the back of your hand, but of course when you use it long term as well. Okay, so this allowing our skin to be more plump and hydrated, reducing fine lines, pores, and also more resilient looking skin, stronger, less dull, and brighter. So the power of combination of 3 layers of our transformation with using inside and out, we can look forward towards these products. The Prime NAD Plus in Singapore and America, and Choice NAD in Malaysia, the jelly. So what it gives you in summary is actually energy, clarity, and vitality. And then mandelic acid allows you smoother, clearer skin, refined skin, smaller pores, and things, and reduction of pigmentation. Okay, NAD cream gives you glow, firmness, lifted skin, and resilient skin as well. So today I actually have ended a little bit earlier, but we can allow for more questions. But the key thing is that if you like what you hear today and see today, you may want to look forward towards our product symposium coming up in Singapore and Malaysia. It's both happening on the same weekend. And in Malaysia, it's actually 25th of July. Tickets have been sold out in Malaysia. So if you still want to look for a ticket and are willing to come to Singapore, you are in for a treat as well. We all have great speakers across Malaysia and Singapore. A lot of speakers coming from Taiwan, Singapore, US, and more. So in Singapore, we also have people coming from US, Taiwan, and some of them, I would say 3 of them are doctors, 2 or 3 more from medical background, another 2 from naturopathy or nutritionist background, and some have pharmaceutical background as well, and 2 of us here from beauty background. So I will also be speaking on beauty. So topically, if you guys are interested, do ask the person who has invited you here today. It's a very hot symposium, so tickets are running out as well for Singapore. So I encourage more of you to look forward towards this one. And I'm in Singapore. I'll also be teaching a makeup training in end of August. So we will share that out with our friends here tonight another time. Yeah. So I would like to hand this back quite early to Moon, but I'm open for questions in anything to do with beauty, skincare, inside out. I think we can start doing some Q&A for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Fiona, for the sharing. We have learned new things regarding the inside and out for NAD. So anyone got question, maybe you can unmute yourself, or maybe you write down in the chat box regarding maybe just NAD or skincare.
Hi, Fiona. I'm Ashley. Sorry, question. I
Ashley.
think we also have NMN. So are you able to like explain how we should, if we take both items, how we should take them? Thank you.
Okay, you can take 2 NAD plus and 2 NMN because they are from I would say different families, sort of. So one is helps your body to produce the cellular energy internally, and the other one is to start teaching your body that it can produce by itself long term. So one you have to depend on, one the other one you can actually combine together and allow it to generate regenerate certain things in your body so that you do not have to fully depend on it for life. Yeah, but of course everything we're still aging, so I would say I still take it like every day until I age. Like today I just met a aesthetic doctor in the morning and he was just saying that, oh, like knowing me for quite a few years now, I think since I came to Malaysia with our business has been over about almost 10 years. And he said that I didn't really age much. Yeah, so I think we used to take a little bit more NAD plus by doing it like before lunch, but NMN can be taken in the morning after your isotonics, but you need to wait the amount of time after your isotonics as well first. Yeah. If let's say, right, you or your friends, right, or customers who do not have time to take like before lunch for NAD plus, just take it together in the morning after the isotonic. I felt that it's better that you take it rather than we try to plan and we didn't follow the plan. Yeah. So I think that would help a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, thank Ashri. Now got one question from Sheen. Okay, thank you, Fiona. After using NAD cream, my friend noticed that some tiny bumps or oil sit on her face. Is it normal?
Okay, hi Sheen. So firstly, maybe you need to ask her a few questions. Number one is her skin actually sensitive or easy to grow such oil seeds or bumps? Because for some people, any sort of cream they use, pretty much there are such people with such skin that tend to have this issue. Say if they are like that, then maybe you have to try less is more first. Meaning that do use lesser, maybe whatever she's using. Or second question could be, is she overusing, like using too much? Because some of us we do kind of like get excited and we should tell our friends like, hey, like we use one whole hand scoop of like cream, but like sometimes certain skin types, right? Less is more. So for example, one of my business partners, she is going through hormonal issues. So when she used NAD cream at first, her skin was a little bit sensitive and she had some bumps. But when I told her to reduce by more than half of what she's using, that amount daily, and it improved. In fact, she was able to benefit from that because she changed the way of using it. And anything that does not say that it's an eye product, do not put it around the eye. So even like, near the cheeks, this part, sometimes we are thinking like, hey, we want to brighten our under eyes, but this is not the product to use for under eye. That's why we have eye balm, eye cream, eye gel, excuse me, sorry, a lot of things. So the thing is that the we have to understand that the skin thickness and texture is different under eye, on our face, on our neck, on our body, on our head, even the scalp, on our hands, and on our just like with the rest of our body. So these are all different thickness because that's the reason why we have different products like neck cream, hand and body cream, shampoo, scalp scrub, and things like that, right? So these are for different parts of our body. So same, our face have different parts and different things to be used at different areas. So maybe I'm not sure where the bumps and the oil seeds are growing. So you have to ask her info. And then once you have those questions answered, you have a better idea of like what she's kind of going through. And if it's really just not suitable to use this product, we have so many other things that can help with lifting and disappearance of fine lines like Pentexel, even needle-free serum, right? So the thing is, with any skincare product, if someone's very new, I always feel that it's very good to like just, have a bit of test out beside your ear, that cheek area, just little only, right? And then let them have that product sit like overnight. If by tomorrow, second day, they still don't have any like things going or any allergy, no reactions and things like that, it means that they can, they're very suitable for this product. But for some people, maybe they get excited, they try. If really they still have it, maybe they can offer it to someone who is more mature in their family who may need it because it's a lifting product. Your friend might be very young too. Sometimes they cannot take something that's too rich. So when your skin is growing such things, sometimes it's also because of it might be too rich for your skin or too thick on the surface and things like that. So we need to look at a few different factors. So I see that Shein type, can NAD cream be used as moisturizer, or after NAD cream still need to use moisturizer? Okay, for your friend, this type of same friend, just NAD cream for now and less first. Okay, if um she feels that it's very dry and not hydrated enough, then use Hydrate 3.0 hyaluronic acid for better hydration first. Yeah. So we don't just depend on one cream so that the hydration will be good, right? So Hydrate 3.0 is a little bit more, I would say, light feeling, texture, and also easier to introduce to more people, even with sensitive skin or skin with allergy. It's more friendly in comparison to Lumiere DV serum concentrate or Lumiere DV renewal jelly. Those things are also hydrating, but Hydrate 2.0 is a softer, easier to accept for people who you may not be very sure. And also, some people don't like things that smell nice. Okay, a lot of us do, but there are some occasional ones that they may not. So Hydrate 3.0 is not like a strong smelling like serum concentrate. It's like has really lovely essential oils, which I love. And renewal jelly is like a lot of people like the texture and scent as well. But then there are people also who don't like. So I would say Hydrate 3.0 is a very easy introduction. And because when we talk about HA, hyaluronic acid, a lot of people can respond very well. They understand what is that very clearly as well. And if you read up in our website, it actually talks about, it holds about, I think, almost 500 times or 1,000 times the molecular weight of hydration. Yeah, so for your friend's case, I have answered, but for most people, I would say that if you are a mature crowd, I would say you should use another moisturizer after that. Yeah. And if you want to retain hydration and things like that, you can also use the Lumiere DV elixir to just, so elixir looks like a full bottle of oil. So a lot of people are like, oh, I have an oily skin, I shouldn't be using that and things like that. But actually, oily skin means your skin is thirsty, it's dehydrated. That's why it needs more hydration, right? So you're not feeding enough nutrients or hydration to it. So either you fix the serum or you fix the last step, which steals the moisture on your face. For example, when going to bed, before going to bed, I mean, like last step. So last step in daytime, we use sunscreen. Last step at night, use elixir. So you just put like one drop, tiny drop on your palm, and then you just pat it, and then you just pat on your face, and then you will be able to get the best effect out of that. So especially if we sleep in the air conditioning, fan blowing at us, we are like, is by morning is very dehydrated. If you use good products, especially the Lumiere DV range, I've actually done like put me to bed skincare regime with my friends who travel with me. Right, next morning when they wake up, what they usually tell me is that, hey, my skin is still soft and supple and feeling hydrated, and they are very happy with that. So that should be what you're waking up with. And you have friends who have like combination skin, T-zone oily, then oily skin on the face, then they need to use Lumiere DV Super Soda, the niacinamide vitamin D2. Okay, or you guys can look at Core3 Beauty. Core3 Beauty in Malaysia and Singapore, Core3 Beauty is also a little bit different. So Singapore follows the Taiwan and America formula, which is called brightening CBA and then NAD. So C is for brightening C serum, B is for vitamin B3 niacinamide, and then A is for retinol, vitamin A. So this three combination, then NAD cream is, I call it the 4D beauty glow stack, which is very efficient. In Malaysia, I think instead of one of the items is replaced by the essence. Essence is good too. However, I noticed that it's very good for people who have problem skins. Whereas those who have like very good skin texture so far, in fact, they don't feel that much different. But it's known as like more people compare it to like a SK2 essence kind of version of that essence. However, it works very differently as well. Ours hydrates and exfoliate, but in terms of the SK2 version, it does thin your skin out a little bit more that I noticed. And that's why you get the glow very fast as well. Yeah, not saying that it's bad. It's just preference and what does your skin suit. Then you know what you should try. Okay, thank you for those questions. Okay, there's another one.
You. Another one from Maggie is what skincare would you recommend ladies who have poor face, large or rough facial skin?
That's so cute. Okay. I would say the Core 3 Beauty, the TBA formula is very good because retinol actually helps your skin to even like have that smooth skin because it's renewing your skins, right? So that is a very good one. In fact, before retinol is widely used with a stable molecular formula in the market, right? Most people can only get it from aesthetic doctors in the past. But now that we are using a stable formulation, you will see that there is more retinol cream in the market. So our retinol cream is actually not compared by using percentage. Okay, we are using 24 hours of working skin deep. So if a lot of people may want to know this fact about our retinol cream, then yeah, at least now you know it works 24 hours. So definitely you must use sunscreen in the day if you use retinol cream. So TBA, so I talked about the A, right? And then that helps with the renewal of skin. Therefore, you will see your skin glow, see your skin like with like pores that like maybe some people have moon craters and things like that. It will improve. Okay. And then so making it smoother, so that addresses your roughness, right? Roughness sometimes is due to hydration also. So I would say use the volcanic mask, luminous UV exfoliating mask, right? Once a week. If you have acne skin, prone to acne or have acne issues, then you can use 2 times to 3 times a week even. Okay, so this is to allow your skin to exfoliate better. But if you can, then you can also introduce mandelic acid into your regime. Okay, so one thing at a time. If the person is very new, volcanic mask is the first thing. If the person already using volcanic mask, then you use the TBA. Okay, so the A will help with the renewal of the skin. The B, why we do C, then B, then A is because B is helping the skin to have a certain barrier and it helps to oil control, reduce pores, anti-age, hydrate, and oil control is the biggest factor there. And then from sensitive and dry skin can also become like smooth skin. Okay. And because you know C and A are very strong products as well. So you need to have a certain barrier. That's the reason why C then B then A. So the step has to be correct. And of course, reminder is that every time applying, you need 5 to 6 minutes for it to absorb one layer, then you apply the next one. If not, you cannot get your maximum benefit, right? In which regardless whatever brands that you use as well. So C, brightening C basically is to help brighten your skin. It has a little bit of oil texture in there. It's because it's to help with the absorption of the ascorbic acid and the vitamin C that we use. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. But if let's say the person is like, oh, CBA is too much for me and things like that, I will just start with one hydrating serum, Hydrate 3.0, and then the large pores can be minimized by mandelic acid. Yeah, but anything that you introduce to your friends, you have to understand that Numin is derived from ingredients of earth and the sea. So with that, like there are some ingredients that some people can skin can take and some people may not. So when you do not know, always test first, especially mandelic acid, vitamin C serum, and retinol. These three are very strong products, right? So strong as in like they used to be like aesthetic grade, salon grade, and now we are using stable formulation. Yes, that's why we can introduce to everyone. However, everyone's skin is different, and I suppose you guys may agree with me that ever since after COVID, right, people have been like after the jab, right? It's been like people's skin are a little different. They're sensitive to a lot more things. They have allergy to a lot more things. Their skin are reacting differently. The pollution that we're having in our world today is also different. So always test, right? Patch test one by one and not introduce the whole CBA first. Like, just do A first and then see what's the reaction. Then you do alternate nights. Then you do every night. Then you add on the morning if you like, alternate as well, and then every morning. So introduce slowly to your skin. These are powerful things. So you don't want to scare your skin and then later you have breakup. Okay. So less is more when you're using strong products as well, then you slowly increase. Okay, so I see one more. Jane say, how to use CBA? Do we all use all three in the morning and night? Okay. Yes, you can use all in the morning and night. Some people say that you should use C in the morning, A at night. Also can. There is a different schools of thoughts, but if you want the most efficient way, I would say yes, use all in the morning, all at night. So CBA then NAD, CBA then NAD, both morning and night. Yeah, but again, like I mentioned, introduce slowly, one at a time. B is no issue because B is good for sensitive skins. But yeah, do that first. Then can Maggie says, can CBA method also help with reducing milieu seeds? All right. Milieu seed is a little bit different. Okay. So I suggest milieu seed still should be like tackled by professionals because it depends how big is your milieu seed, and small ones sometimes with nothing inside, it's just oil only, like water only, then easy solve from like facials, right? We have a lot of partner stores regardless in which country. You can look for professionals and they'll be able to resolve that. But the ones that are like quite permanent and growing, right? Then do not apply any rich serum or any cream onto it anymore because you will keep growing it. Some of us have media seeds because maybe you're using a product that's too rich for your skin. Maybe because you have high cholesterol, also possible. Okay. And also, um, yeah, maybe just using on the wrong areas nearer to the eyes, which is your under eye area. Okay, so I would say the ingredient inside, I mean the ingredient that is used to reduce miliacy if it's very tiny is actually glycerin. So glycerin is in our volcanic mask, it is also in our certain serums, but I would say it is not high enough to get rid of something that is meant to be kind of permanent already. Yeah, so you do need to um after some people actually that go to professionals, how it's being removed is actually using laser. So it actually helps to they actually do it like minutely and things like that. But of course, the aftercare is very important. You need to let it rest for a while and do not be applying something on it because you need to have the skin renewal as well. So once it's dropped off after like 7 to 10 days, then you can start applying the things to repair your skin, especially the NAD cream. And of course, internally, you can eat a lot of things, right, that can help improve very fast, especially OPC2, NAD plus or NAD jelly. Then you have your bromelain and oxygen extreme, all these things. In Malaysia, we know as evergreen formula as well. Okay. Hope that this answers that question. Now, one more. Le Yi, she say, is there any product to help immunosis? Same one that is on the under eye area or just basically need professional help? I would say professional help is better because if you want to get rid of it permanently, um, there's no such products that really does that, yeah, in the market. I have seen some like Instagram advertisements that talk about like removing moles and things like that, but I wouldn't try that on my face. Like I don't think it's safe, those home solutions, and some of them may not be even true, right? So yes, I think seeking professional help on this is important, and you may end up introducing the good products that you're using to them. But the key thing is that yeah, the prevention is key because you need to find out the root cause of why is it growing on your skin. Then you need to fix the regimen of like what you should take out and what you should replace with, or what is new that you want to introduce as well to reduce or prevent. Yeah, because if not, then going back, there is downtime, right? Because lasering them off can have like look like black dots. So most people will feel that the recovery process is a little bit slower and things like that. But I suppose with good products, I have friends who do plastic surgery. I've given them a full regime post surgery, right? And they recover a lot faster than a lot of other people. So I think same for skin. I mean, this is like laser is very drawing to the skin. So you definitely need to help your skin to quench their thirst after it recover as well. So skin also needs to have a post recovery regime. So Maggie say, may I know how to use OPC3 triple serum? I mean, combined with any other skincare or just standalone skincare is better after toning. Okay, I'm not sure what is the effect you want also or expecting, but this product, just to share with some of our Malaysian friends, is that this product is called Vital Shield Cellular Repair Therapy. It's a treatment program, and it has the OPC3 triple serum content as well. So of course, this is very good for anti-aging, brightening, rescuing your skin, especially if you want to look really great, then maybe you have a high school reunion or like a wedding to attend and things like that. This product is good for that. And it's a little bit faster, but I would say because it has a lot, Vital Shield is a series that has a lot of vitamin C inside. So also need to introduce your skin slowly, but I wouldn't put too many things to overload the skin during this period. And one vial is supposed to be used for 1 week. So you can use it continuously for 4 weeks. Once you open it, there is a button on the top. You have to press it so it can release the powder in. A lot of people don't know that. They actually just replace with um the nozzle at the top. Okay. So with that, you are getting like really great ingredients already. But again, depending what effect you are looking for, I would say after toner using that, then NAD cream, moisturizer, for that 4 weeks. And then only when like you finish, then you can go to the CBA NAD as well. Those will be very helpful.
Okay, so I think the question no more already. Maybe I got a question. Just now you have mentioned for NAD is better after OPC. So is it can take it before sleep? And how many serving is the maximum per day?
Okay. So NAD plus, we have to watch it because some people have nowadays quite commonly we see cancer quite rampant. So if someone has cancer, I advise them they must ask their doctor because sometimes we are awakening some of these cells in our body as well because we're accelerating certain things in our body. So of course, taking OPC3 and NAD plus is very good because we have this thing called Core 3 Health. Core 3 Health for US, Singapore, Malaysia, all different. US is OPC3 and NAD plus, and then Malaysia. Singapore is OPC3 NAD plus digestive enzyme. Malaysia is OPC3 NAD plus B vitamin B complex. Okay, regardless, it's all good to take. So your question is the OPC3 and the NAD plus, right? If you are just doing this without NMN yet, then I will do morning OPC3 and Malaysia, you're from Malaysia, so I would say together with the B complex. And then after that, NAD plus 2 before lunch. Okay. However, I do have heard some people saying they take a lot more, like up to 8 a day. Even Taiwanese beautician who do the NAD jelly like 8 a day. But they are doing that like a program. So they only do it for like 3 months program and then they pause, then they kind of like do that. But I feel like uh don't need to overdo it. You just do like the 2 is very safe.
Light break. Fiona?
Hang
Did we
already.
lose her?
Fiona, are you there?
She froze.
She already froze already.
The important thing.
We are waiting the
We
most
should take a picture. Wait,
important part.
wait, take a picture.
Okay, picture.
We are waiting for the answer, the most important part. Suddenly she froze.
Yes, like that, share you all.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Where are you?
Yeah,
Where are you?
so sorry. Where did it stop? Where did I stop? that you heard
NAD,
until.
you take too much.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have to take too much. What I mean is that, like, with if you are taking NMN, then it's 2 NAD plus and 2 NMN a day. But if it's like you can, if you do 4, like 2 and 2, like some people do 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Some people find that even though NAD plus does generate more energy, but some people feel that when they combine NAD plus 2 and together with Bliss or magnesium or even X, it helps better with their sleep. Yeah. So some people have resting issues, and for some people, this formulation works. Yeah. So it really depends. I really feel that you should try it, but the standard is just 2 before lunch. Yeah. And
Yeah,
if you
okay.
feel that you will forget to take before lunch, then you just take in the morning after your isotonics, after the number of minutes that you take, depending on number of servings.
And always forget to bring out. Okay, thanks, Fiona. So I think got the last question. Hey, got
Oh.
two. Last two.
Maybe you need to read because I come in.
Wait,
Gone
let me
already.
see. Okay, so from Maggie, I had network issues, so I may have missed what you say. If I go and get my media seed removed, what skin care do you suggest for my skin recovery? I only heard that about giving 7 days for the skin to rest after the media seed removal. Then I lost connection already. So maybe you can repeat.
Oh, okay. So definitely it depends how much minuses you have, because if it's just a few and then very easy, then you can stick to your usual skincare regime, but around it, not touching it. But if it's very rampant, like a lot on your like big areas, and then so many small ones, and and then it's hard for you, then depending how big of the area as well, then you may want to use just a facial mist, right, for hydration for at least to survive the 7 days. But internally, you can definitely take a lot of products to like formulate and all that I mentioned just now. But the external ones, after that, you really need to replenish the hydration, and the SPF is non-negotiable. So don't use something like C and A. Don't use like mandelic acid so fast after the whole 7 to 10 days. Just use things that are like very gentle on your skin first. Things like Hydrate 3.0 is gentle. Super Soother, vitamin niacinamide, vitamin D3. So I would do cleanser, toner. Use like Skin Intelligence cleanser and toner because it's gentle, okay, and good for any sensitive skin. And then from there, do the Hydrate 3.0 and Super Soother. So you want to use Super Soother first, then Hydrate 3.0, then only your NAD cream, and then your moisturizer maybe can wait another 2 weeks. Okay, then at the end, if it's daytime, use SPF. Yeah, I think that is good for like the beginning of like 1 whole month. And then after that, if the recovery is faster than you think, then you can start introducing like serum concentrate, renewal gelée, things like that for another month. And then I will move back to CBA if you like your skin to look very glowing and the effect that you want. Yeah.
So the last question already from lately. She is asking that you have a very good skin. What product do you use for yourself?
Okay, I don't do microdermabrasion or peels. I used to do that in facial, like when I was really young. I'm actually 39 now, and I used to do that
with all
in
of
my
this. But this is a phenomenal formula and it works very, very effectively.
someone was
Now
sharing
let's talk.
a video by accident. Okay, yeah. So to continue this, yeah. So I used to do facial microdermabrasion like salon level at maybe when I was like 19 and 20, and I found that it really thinned my skin out and made my skin very dry, which was really bad because I felt that the lady that was selling the service was pushing it a little bit hard. So what I use is basically just, I don't even use much of mandelic acid yet. Okay, but maybe because I've been preventing, because you probably wouldn't believe that I used to have full-on acne in my high school days. That's the reason why I actually started having this passion about understanding skincare. So I use Lumiere cleansing gel now. And then my toner, I actually use the Cellular Laboratories one, which is also available from Market Singapore and Market America. Some of you Malaysians can definitely get it as well. You have access. And then after that, then I put Renewal Gelée. Then I put Hydrate 3.0. And then I put Serum Concentrate. And then I put NAD cream. Then I put Cellular Laboratories De-Aging Cream, which is a night cream. And then daytime I put SPF, but nighttime I put elixir. So because I have like pretty much I don't really need the CBA yet. So at this time I will do like programs like on and off. So sometimes I alternate, like I'll do CBA for like 3 months, then I rest for the current one that I'm using. So it's like depending on at this point in time what I need. Okay, so I think so she has one last question. Is the Renewal Gelée suitable for any skin type? Not really. Some people when they apply, right, they will have redness, but no itching, no sensitivity, nothing. And then 15 minutes later, they go back to the normal like skin tone color. So that one no issue. Some people, it has astaxanthin and red algae, which is the highest class of algae in comparison to blue and green algae from the sea. So this is actually a very good product, but if people are sensitive to things from the sea, then maybe not. Last one is Selena asked, hi Fiona, will NAD cream and tabs be helpful for me? Just injured my toenails kind of shaking. Selena, because I know you have a background of cancer, so for cream, okay on the outside, but tabs, when you say tabs, meaning like the capsules, that one I would advise you to ask doctor first. Yeah, please just ask him like, can you help me to look at this label? Is there any ingredients in there that I should not take? Then yeah, you will get the best answer. Okay, thank you so much, Moon. I'm so sorry, guys, that it broke up just now.
Thanks all for the question and Fiona to sharing us and so many questions reply our question. Thanks, thank you all for the participant tonight and thanks our speaker Fiona today. Thank you very much. So see you next Thursday night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Fiona. Thanks, Moon, for
Thanks,
hosting.
Good
Welcome.